24, set, left, 3:15.
Live from Notre Dame Stadium, South Bend, Indiana. Channel 2 Sports presents the Super Bowl champion Chicago Bears versus the Buffalo Bills in the final preseason matchup. Sponsored in part by Budweiser. Beechwood Age for that clean, crisp taste. This Bud's for you. And by Zenith. And your Zenith dealers bring you the best in electronics. The quality goes in before the name goes on.
The Golden Dome on the campus of Notre Dame University, as today, the historic stadium, Notre Dame University Stadium, is the site of the final preseason game of 1986 for the Chicago Bears, who meet the Buffalo Bills. Hi, everybody. I'm Gary Bender along with Johnny Morris. And, Johnny, the final tune-up getting ready for the regular season of play. Also, the return to the starting quarterback position for Jim McMahon, who's played only 12 downs thus far.
Yes, he's going to start today. They're going to play him as long as they can. And as you know, he worked out this week. His leg is a lot better. He was throwing pretty well yesterday right out here on this field. So I'm sure that Bear fans want to see how Jim McMahon performs today. He says he's going to be great, so it's going to be okay.
He doesn't need the preseason, right? There's a little pressure today in this game. There are 5 jobs at stake. Both these teams will have to cut down to the 45-man roster by Monday.
That's right. So there's several people on the bubble, and how they perform today is going to determine whether or not they stay with the world champion Chicago Bears. So we'll be watching all those little battles closely.
This is a very important day for the Buffalo Bills, who have struggled in the past. Their $8 million quarterback, Jim Kelly, is going to make his debut. He will not start, but we'll see him through the course of this game. Johnny, in 2 years in the USFL, he threw for 83 touchdowns.
Well, he is terrific, and for $8 million, I guess he better be terrific. But, you know, he made a comment when he was with the Generals that they could score 5 touchdowns on the Bear defense. This was last year. And I was talking to some of the Chicago defensive players like Otis Wilson and those guys. They said they remember that comment, so it could be interesting out in that football field when he gets in the game.
In the past, the Bears seemingly have always finished strong in the preseason, and Mike Ditka would like to do that today.
That's right.
So that Phillips could make the tackle. So the Bills off to a fast start.
Frank Reich is the quarterback. We'll see Jim Kelly later in the day. Rob Riddick along with Ricky Moore, the running backs behind Reich. Reich will give off to Riddick. Riddick, the leading rusher and receiver in the preseason, advances for 4 yards to the 30-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Riddick has been playing a lot this year due to the fact that Ronnie Harmon, their #1 draft pick, signed late and then was hurt. And there is the offensive line. It's a veteran offensive line, but one that is a little suspect. They hope that it can protect Jim Kelly when he does take over for the Bills at quarterback. 2nd and yard line. Riddick moving back now into the I formation backfield. Give to Moore, and Moore is clotheslined that time by William Perry, who in the estimation of Mike Ditka is playing the best of any of the defensive linemen.
He says he has graded out consistently the best throughout the exhibition season. Watch number 72. He beats the block, goes right over the block, puts out the old arm for the necktie tackle. William Perry has come to play football once again.
Johnny, I thought Ditka said it very well. He says Perry, when he does get knocked down, he doesn't stay down. He scrambles, gets up very well.
And he's hard to knock down in the first place.
So Neiman and Bayless coming up from the safety spots.
You realize that Walter Payton is only 600 and some yards short of 20,000 yards in total offense, which is an NFL football record. As you look at the Buffalo Bills defensive line, Fred Smerlis, of course, is a veteran, and Bruce Smith had 3 sacks last week.
Yeah, he was the #1 draft pick in all of the NFL a season ago. There's their linebacking core. Hazlitt, their leading tackler. Rome's an outstanding cornerback. Cincinnati and Jerry Rice of San Francisco caught more as rookies. Defensively, you look at Hampton, McMichael, Perry, and Dent. Wilson, Singletary, and Marshall. Reggie Phillips has won that right cornerback spot. Esty Jackson may not play. They had 6 snaps in the first quarter. It's been all Buffalo as they lead it 14-0. Right now, changing things up. Riddick and Moore behind him. This is Riddick. Back there is Perry, and he's got it. Also Dent to help, but it was Perry. Boy, did he get through there in a hurry. He is something special. Vince Tobin said he could be as good as he wants to be, and I think he wants to be good.
Well, he's exceptionally fast for those first 2 or 3 steps. Actually, nobody really blocked him, but he got across so quickly that there was nothing that Buffalo could do. And down he goes and just threw him down. And I was talking with William last night. You may have seen the interview on Channel 2 last night on our news. He said in that situation with Neil Lomax, he said the whistle hadn't blown, and I've been taught to play until the whistle.
To this team because he can play all 4 defensive back spots. And now here comes Jim Kelly into the game.
And now we'll see if the defense responds to what the offense just did in scoring a touchdown. I'm sure they'll respond to Jim Kelly.
There he is, the $8 million quarterback, the future of Buffalo, and he has stirred them up in that city by Niagara Falls. Kelly pitching back to Ronnie Harmon. Harmon, his first action of the year, the #1 draft pick out of Iowa, signed late, and then he's had nagging injuries keeping him out of the game. Otis Wilson played that one very well.
He certainly did, and the Fridge almost caught it from behind, number 72.
Iowa, what a career he had at Iowa. He caught 60 passes last year and also gained over 1,000 yards to take Iowa to the Rose Bowl. There he is. A lot of people felt he might be a wide receiver, but the Bills are using him at the running back spot. Also, Carl Byram is the new fullback, and here comes Byram out of Mississippi Valley State, and he goes nowhere. Dan Hampton corralled him along with Perry. That was a very fine tackle because Byron weighs 235 pounds and stopped him dead in his tracks.
Now Hampton is off the offside of the line there and actually just comes down the line and makes the tackle from the side. See, actually nobody blocking him, but when the back cut back, that creates an opening for Dan Hampton, and the Fridge was in on it too.
Notre Dame is here, and he went to see Dan before the game in the dressing room. Coach team at Arkansas. 3rd and 7. Jim Kelly, his first pass as a Buffalo Bill, is on target. And the catch is made, very fine catch that time, by Ronnie Harmon. Looks like he's going to be short of the first down. That shows you the strength of Kelly's arm. He's got that tight spiral, Johnny, that gets out there so quickly.
So he's 1 for 1, but he's did not get the first down. Pretty good pass blocking for him here, and Wilbur Marshall comes up to slow him down. Finally, they get Harmon and stop him before he hits that first down marker.
1st and goal at the 1, and the Bears now trying to tie this game up with 1:54 to go, and here comes the refrigerator. Payton and Perry in the backfield. That's Emery Moorhead in motion. Give to Walter behind the refrigerator, and they are in. Touchdown.
Boy, the Fridge really stoned somebody.
Let's look at it. Here it is, Johnny.
Okay, he comes across. I think it's Eugene Marr, 54. Boom! And Payton follows him through enough for the touchdown. At 325 pounds, and Walter Payton knows where to go. Follow that number 72, and he got through there and created the crease. And there was some good blocking in the offensive line to create enough momentum there for the touchdown.
Now, first down, just short of the 30 of Chicago. 21-14 the Bears. Here comes Wilson. Oh, he unloads on him. And we're going to have for 5 seconds. Let's pick it up. What's this hit by Otis Wilson?
Otis Wilson got in slick and clean, so he had a free shot at him and hit him right up in the midsection there.
To the near side for Jim Kelly.
The refrigerator is a linebacker now in a 3-4 defense.
Reed, number 83, goes in motion for the Bills. Kelly straight back. Here comes the refrigerator and Dent, and he just got rid of it. He is buried. Dent went right over the top of him, but Kelly had no chance on that play.
So that's 72. Now you can see, now 51. Who's 51? I should have got his number. But anyway, here comes the Fridge and Richard Dent.
51 is Jim Richard.
Jim Richard, yeah. Well, he should have stayed. It was a screen pass, but he should have stayed because there was a problem developing.
If I was Jim Kelly, I'd remind Richard to stay the next time. But they're on the Chicago 42-yard line.
The Bears' first-string defense still in there.
Kelly has Butler to the near side, split out. Andre Reed to the top. Back to throw, and there's something mixed up there. Metzelarge, the tight end at 6'7", wasn't even looking for the ball. He was still making his move when Kelly had the ball rifled his way.
Well, those things are bound to happen when the quarterback's only been in camp for a few days, and there's some automatic conversions. Maybe Metzelarge had an
First down now at the 14 of Chicago. Kelly's got to move, and the Bills have had a lot of offense today. Gives to Reddick, and here's a lot of it, but it's not going anywhere this time because the Bridge is there. What an amazing athlete he is. The way he can pedal and move around with that bulk that he has, that's just something you don't see.
Mike Ditka was right about him a long time ago as he just plays through there, gets a hold of him, and has got him.
Then he didn't have to leave his feet. He just kind of gently slams him down.
Well, he didn't want to find $2,000. He said he's going to
more of Byron. They obviously don't have a receiving fullback. He should have had that one. 3rd down, 15. From the shotgun, Butler to the near side, Reed to the top of the picture. Protection, breaking down, Kelly running out. He's got a lot of running room. To the 10, slides, but he's going to be short of the first down. He had to get to the 4. Jim Kelly's probably run more in this series he's run in his entire professional career.
I think had he been thinking a little more clearly, he might have been able to get that first down because he really sacked it in early on this one. He didn't want to get hurt, obviously, but he was only about, well, he was still 3 or 4 yards short, so maybe he wouldn't have made it.
Yeah, it was quite a ways to go. He had 4 yards. Kelly has 3 runs for 32 yards. And Scott.
Here's the Bills on offense. Kelly's the quarterback. Thurman Thomas, the rookie, number 34. Jamie Mueller is the fullback, 39. Burkett, playing with a bad leg today, is 85, and Andre Reed, 83, are the wideouts, and Metzlaris is the tight end. He'll be number 88. The line is Burton, Richter, Hall, Wolford, Devlin. On first down, climbing all over. That's Dan Hampton, who hits the rookie Thurman Thomas of Oklahoma State. Here's the defense. The Bears have Harris, McMichael, Hampton, and Den, a veteran line. Sometimes they'll have a 5-man line. Rivera, Singletary, the middleman. Pruitt, a rookie, starting in place of Morrissey today. Mike Richardson and Vesty Jackson are the cornerbacks. Dave Durston and Sean Gale are the safety. 2nd down, 10. Buffalo is on their 27-yard line.
It was more than a match there. Did a good job of pulling that runner down. 3rd and about 7 yards to go.
Jermaine Johnson's in as a wide receiver. Got 2 wide receivers on the field. Kelly's in the shotgun. Kelly throws, completes it to Andre Reed. He's short of a first down at the 34-yard line.
Maurice Douglas, number 37, over there to pull him down. A fine open field tackle. Kelly did a good job of finding a little extra time as he's getting the pressure. You see the receiver being pushed there, knocked out of his pattern, and that made it difficult for him. Gave Douglas a chance to recover on that play. That's good, sound pass defense.
Operating position as they'll get going, and Jim McMahon comes in to engineer the ball club. 21-yard punt. The Bears will have McMahon at quarterback. Anderson is the tailback. Stewie is the fullback. Gentry and McKinnon are the wide receivers. A rookie, James Thornton, is the tight end. Wojciechowski, Bortz, Hilgenberg, Thayer, and Van Horn are the linemen. Chicago first down on their 45. No score early in the first period. The split backfield. McKinnon going in motion. McMahon throws a soft pass out to McKinnon. 50, 45, 40. Still going. Fumbles the ball. He hangs on to it. And the Bears have a first down on their first play from scrimmage. Nate Odoms had to pull him down from behind. 30-yard reception by McKinnon.
McKinnon takes the short pass and gets all the way across the field as Derek Burrows gets bumped by Thornton, the tight end. Could not catch up. Almost a pick in that short zone. Watch this ball come loose right at the end. McKinnon very lucky. That ball bounces free and comes right into his hands, or there would have been a turnover on that play.
That time, he's hit there by the right end. We have Bruce Smith, Fred Smirlis, and Art Still up front. Bruce Smith made that hit. There are the Bills linebackers, Talley, Conlon, Bentley, and Bennett. A good group. With Burrows, Odom, the corners, Kelso, the safety, and Leonard Smith starting today.
A new acquisition. They feel like he's the final key back there in that secondary. They acquired him from the Phoenix Cardinals.
15 now, the Bills from their 12-yard line. The shotgun snap. Kelly's throwing it deep, and it is over the head of Andre Reed. And it's punt formation for Buffalo, and they have to kick against a 10-mile-an-hour wind. You saw Kelly waving his arm almost, I think, mad at himself.
Well, I think what he's saying is we got to get that ball upfield. He told me earlier we have got to throw some deep passes. People are starting to sit on our short passing game. Harry Bentley, one of the linebackers who was there, along with Bennett and Conlon.
Conlon's gone out. Bentley's out. Third down. 4. Hitting in motion. Everybody moving around. The flag was dropped. There it goes. It's a 15 to 10. And Kelso makes the hit on Jim McMahon, who's not getting out of the pocket as much this year. That's why he's played every game and hasn't missed a practice. 16 yards if.
McMahon, knowing he had a free play on that one, he got the defense offside.
Middle guard. Offside. Decline. First down.
What McMahon is doing is using his voice to pull the defense off sides. Right inside, you see it there. Smith, so eager, I think, because of his return from suspension, jumping off sides. And McMahon, oh, I tell you, Ditka's heart probably up in his throat every time he sees McMahon scramble with that bad wheel.
But he hasn't been as reckless with his body as in the past, Merlin.
No, he hasn't, but he's a competitor. And he'll throw it at you. He thinks he's got a chance to score to get the first down. He'll go right after it.
Jeff Wright has gone in, a big rookie lineman in the goal line defense. First and goal to go. Bears on the 4. McMahon throw wide open. Touchdown to the tight end, Emory Moorhead. He had everybody fooled in that play action.
The benefit of having the #1 running game in the NFL is that it's pretty believable when you see Anderson popping up in there and McMahon getting a little headbutt. You see her right there with one of his offensive linemen. I think the Bills may have read the same release we did, that Emory Moorhead suffering with a hamstring problem. He didn't look like he had any trouble getting out there to get open on that one, Kurt.
He was Chicago's 83 offensive yards, either running or passing. The rookie Thurman Thomas is back in at running back now for the Bills. Bills on their 22-yard line.
If I could think for Marv Levy right now, I'll bet he's saying, let's get into the rhythm of our offense, which means run the football.
Here's Thomas going nowhere. Steve McMichael, the left tackle, got to him. 9-year veteran, 76 from the University of Texas. They're not running against that Chicago front line, Merlin.
They're having all kinds of trouble. That's appropriately so, because there you see the kind of rushing defense that the Bears are throwing at people. They're first in the league against the run, second against the pass, and first overall. Nobody's had a great deal of success against the Bear defense.
Second in. Morris Douglas is in the safety for the Bears. And that ball is out of the end zone. Everybody covered. They decked Kelly with the pass rush, trying to get the ball to Andre Reed, but he was smothered in the end zone.
And in this situation, you call on Mr. Reliable.
Coached him at Kansas City and been solid this year. Coming over to the new club. Second down 10. Chicago from their 37. Man unloads, and it's a completion. Running down is Morris. Ron Morris. He's going, and he is in there. Ron Morris on the touchdown. On a crossing pattern. 63 yards.
Morris playing with a finger that's dislocated. Compound dislocation a couple of weeks ago. Played very little last week. But he's a deep threat. Good speed. McMahon with time, although Conlon very close to him. And this is just one of those passes that breaks open. You see it right there. Kelso trying to chase him down, but Morris with too much speed gets away and gets into the end zone.
And Odoms had the last crack at him and met him at the goal line, but couldn't hold on. Kevin Butler.
The point is, hey, let's get this offense into gear. Let's get some points on the board.
Thomas and Mueller in the backfield. Thomas has it, trying to cut off tackle, and stumbles down on his 26-yard line. Ron Rivera, the linebacker, helping to make the play. Buffalo on their 26. They're trailing 14-3. 12:30 to go in the first half. Lone setback. Kelly sideline. Look out. Oh, oh, oh. That was nearly Dave Durson coming. Kelly sideline. Look out. Oh, oh, oh. That was nearly Dave Durson coming up to make the interception. He had a wide open field. It was intended for Thurman Thomas. A dangerous pass, Merlin. Flag down.
One of the things that the Bears do to put pressure on you is run stunts. Now watch these two linemen. You'll see McMichael coming first and Hampton looping around on the stunt. They get pressure on Kelly. Kelly really doesn't have time to wait for a long while as McMichael right on his neck. And he threw that ball dangerously close to an interception. Sometimes hurries are more trouble for a quarterback than sacks because he tends to throw a bad pass when he feels that hot breath down the back of his neck. First of those in the NFL.
Ronnie Harmon has replaced Thurman Thomas. Harmon an excellent pass receiver. Second down, 8. Kelly had protection and then lost it. And they set the safety man in, Dave Durson, after him. He got to him first. Nobody open. He just ate the ball.
Those double-digit guys all over him. Hampton 99, Durson 22. Two of the best of these Bear defenders. The defensive team with 5 sacks last week getting in the sink of things. But Kelly just can't find a receiver downfield. This is what you call a coverage sack. Pressure late getting there, but boy, when it got there, Kelly, you saw him shaking his head, saying, wait a minute, what's going on here? And this is that offensive line somewhat. Vogler eligible to come off IR next week, but probably won't be ready that quickly. They're looking forward to getting him back into the line.
Kelly is only 4 out of 10 so far for 63 yards. They get to him, and they called it a sack. He got rid of the ball, but they had him under the grasp and control. Al Harris, the left end in there on him, number 90.
Al Harris, who had 2 sacks last week against Green Bay, playing in place of the injured Fridge, William Perry. And Harris, who spent most of his time at linebacker here in Chicago in the last few months, glad to be back in there playing on the defensive line and making his presence felt.
Second down, 19. Metzelar's, the tight end, is out. Pitch roll is in. Buffalo just can't get going again. They've had 1 drive today, and that's been it. Kelly, look out from behind. They've got him. That's Richard Dent. Richard Dent, a premier sacker in the last 3 or 4 years of the National Football League.
Back-to-back sacks, and I just mentioned Leonard Burton, who plays that left tackle position, and of course his man one-on-one is Dent. There's no protection, no help for him, and Dent just blew by him. Back-to-back sacks with this defense, and Buffalo's offense is in reverse and heading in the wrong direction.
Third and 17-3 Chicago. Bills need a score right now. They have a slot left formation and a shotgun. Kelly out, and that one is dropped by Thurman Thomas. That's 4 drops on Kelly today.
Not much a quarterback can do to get the ball into the hands of a receiver more comfortably than that. And one of the things that Kelly has to do in this situation is just put that behind him. You can't get a lot of benefit from the plays that go wrong. The only important play is the one you're running right now. You sense the frustration of this man. He's saying, hey, let's put it together, for heaven's sake. 3rd and 10.
That's right, and they're on the Chicago 43. Kelly may be calling an audible here. They give him protection. There's a pass. That's intercepted. Up for the ball is Tate. Nickel back in there. David Tate came up with it, 49. Intended for Burkett, and the Bears stopped the Bills here late in the second quarter. Tate is from Colorado. He's a rookie.
Bears tucking extra backs in on the field, and this ball overthrown right into the waiting hands of the defender. There you see it, right over the top of the intended receiver, who takes a rude blow. And there's David Tate. That looked like a pass to him all the way, and Kelly, as you saw, just saying, what have I got to do? It's not our day, but they got to pick it up and suck it up and put it together. Responsibility, I think, right now on the Buffalo defense. They need to make a big play, get things turned around a little bit.
First down, the Bears on their 42-yard line. They're ahead 17-3. Here's a reverse off Gentry. Gentry's running wide. He's at the 40, the 45, the 50, 45, 40, 30, 25, 20. He's gone. He'll go 58 yards for the touchdown on a double reverse. A great block that time by Keith Van Horn, the right tackle.
When you catch a defense so eager to make a big play, they sometimes get in trouble. Cornelius Bennett, 55, the man who had responsibility for the backside, and he let him go. They wanted to make the big play so badly they were vulnerable to the misdirection.
McMahon.
You know they're going to throw the football. You forget about the run, and you just attack the quarterback.
And that's what they're doing. And he's under control. That's the sack. Van Hampton, fourth sack in the game for the Bears, who had 9 coming into this game. The Rams lead the league with 23.
Hampton just exploding. He says his knees have not felt better since '84, and boy, he is playing some fine football here. Today.
Crossing pattern, it's complete. Inside the 35-yard line, they get it to Andre Reed. Buffalo's ball on their 19. First time they've had the ball in this quarter. The Bears had it for 8 minutes and 59 seconds. Kelly coming out of the pocket. And he goes down. He gets 3 or 4 yards. What a defense the Bears offense had.
Certainly.
On the 15-yard line of Chicago.
Let's see if they come out on that shotgun again with a yard to go. It would seem to me you'd want to be in a T formation so that you force the defense to at least honor the run. But Buffalo, and I think by Kelly's choice, Marcia Broda calls shotgun again. But they're running. No way.
That's Harmon. They've got him for a huge loss. That's Mike Singletary, the defensive captain and the leader on defense for the Bears, all pro.
You can run out of the shotgun, Kurt, but you don't have nearly as much deception, and the timing is critical. The timing on that play, badly handled, and it backfired.
All right, a timeout again with a score 24-3 Chicago. Bears are on their 38-yard line. Look at that rushing yardage for Buffalo. That's net yard. Alabama had a great comeback to beat Kentucky yesterday. On second down, screen, that's incomplete. Ron Harmon, he was very successful on those screens against Pittsburgh last week. But there was all kinds of things going wrong in setting up the screen. Now the Eagles have extended their lead in a 10-minute ticker.
Kurt, Pittsburgh got bad news. Bobby Brewster out of there with a dislocated finger. Steve Bono has gone in his place.
Yeah, Brewster's been playing well. Cleveland's gone over Pittsburgh now. Seattle ahead. Redskins have come back to make it a tight one. Green Bay leading Tampa Bay 17-10.
And I believe Buffalo has only converted on 1 third-down situation all day. Kelly needs another one. No way.
And that is Richard Dent. That's his second sack of the game, and he's 5th for the season.
We talked about the injury to Vogler that forced them to move that starting tackle, Will Wolford, inside. That means that you put an inexperienced man, Burton, out there on one of the best rushers in the game of football. And there he is again, Richard Dent, number 95. 8:56, 8:55. Look at it.
There he is. Down, that's the 6th sack for the Bears. And there is England, Mark Harris, helping in the booth, Craig Chevel, and Ray Stallone.
Chicago, they've got to be very happy. Ditka has to be extremely pleased by the performance of that man right there.